All right, so here we go. We've been talking about it throughout the last 24 hours, but a little bit of light rain has been moved its way on through. Not a big deal. Now, don't cancel any evening plans, but you may run into some light showers. Now, tomorrow, the Storm Prediction Center has actually expanded the level 1 risk for some isolated strong to severe thunderstorms. They'll dry out Thursday, and then more wet weather and another round of rain is going to head our way as we get into our Friday and then taper off into the weekend. But temperature-wise, not too bad. Maybe a light jacket if you have any outdoor plans. It's got that cool feel to the air. And if you get a little bit of light rain, it will definitely feel a little bit on the cooler side. Plus, we have the cloudier skies with us. Those clouds are going to be with us overnight tonight. That's going to keep our temperatures nice and mild. We'll be in the 50s and 60s to get the day started. But our temperature trend on Tuesday, we'll see it start off in the 60s. We'll climb into the mid to maybe a few pockets of upper 60s. But again, because our temperatures are a little bit on the cooler side, we'll see how the severe weather event plays out. Now, we're not talking about widespread severe by any means, just isolated in nature, but that's going to be the story Tuesday into Wednesday as this disturbance heads our way. So we wake up Tuesday morning off with mostly dry conditions, but from sunrise through noon, we'll see some scattered showers and a few thunderstorms develop. And then as the low pressure system tracks its way out of Middle Tennessee into Kentucky, that's going to spawn off a better chance for isolated strong to severe thunderstorms as we get into tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. And then during the overnight hours, maybe a couple of spotty showers. By Wednesday morning, we may start off with a couple of stray showers, but we'll see some wraparound moisture, so do anticipate a couple of spotty showers and maybe a couple of isolated rumbles of thunder throughout the day on Wednesday. And that should be about the extent of it. When you add up Tuesday and Wednesday's rainfall, some of us could pick up anywhere from 1/3 of an inch to 1/2, maybe 3/4 to even pockets of an inch of rain. And so because of that, we need to watch for the potential for some localized flooding. Why? Because we've seen a lot of rain over the last 7 days. We've seen anywhere from, say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 inches of rainfall in some locations associated with the weather that we had last week. And so the ground is saturated. And so therefore, the Weather Prediction Center has put us under a level 1 risk for some localized flooding. So the ground's saturated. If we get rounds and rounds of rain over the same location, we'll see the rise in water for sure. 3-day forecast, we're going to stay in the 70s all the way through Wednesday. By Thursday, we're going to be pushing close to 80. So Thursday is going to be the nicest, driest, and warmest day. But again, just recapping some severe weather here locally, or not locally, but around the Gulf of Mexico. We do have that risk there. The Storm Prediction Center has elevated the risk for severe weather across southern Georgia into northern Florida, but for us, we just have a level 1 risk, and that just means isolated in nature. Then as we get into our Wednesday, Thursday, things begin to quiet down across the country. It's all associated with this area of low pressure that's going to continue to spin its way through the area. So as that low tracks its way into the Ohio Valley, that brings us round number 1 tomorrow, round number 2 tomorrow evening, and then round number 3 would be the backside or wraparound moisture popping off a few showers and thunderstorms as we hit through the day on Wednesday. But again, isolated severe weather threat is possible, but not likely for most. Nothing like what we saw last week. So the rain chances ramp up Tuesday, Wednesday. They die down Thursday, and then we'll ramp up again Friday, but then fade as we get into our Saturday and Sunday time frame. When you look at our rainfall forecast from now through Wednesday, we're likely to pick up about, say, like I mentioned, 1/2 an inch to upwards of an inch of rain in some locations. Then through Friday, we'll add a little bit more. And then as we get into the weekend through Sunday, we'll add just a little bit more. So, but I do think that Sunday is trending drier than Saturday, and Saturday is trending drier than what we'll see on Friday. Temperature trend, not bad. We've been in the 70s today. We'll stay in the 70s all through much of the week. A couple pockets of 80s here and there. Low temperatures will be elevated as well. We'll be in the 50s, or mostly the 50s and low 60s. So at or even slightly above average when we're talking low temperatures. And we will look at the long-term forecast by the Climate Prediction Center. May 19th through the 23rd has some probabilities of producing some above average temperatures. And we may see that again the 21st through the 27th, or generally speaking about average, but of elevated rain chances. And so we are looking at a little bit more rain to head our way as we round out the end of the month. So stay on top of the weather situation. Again, we do have that slight chance for some isolated strong thunderstorms tomorrow. Your interactive radar would be a great tool along with some push notifications, because if a storm becomes severe, of course, you'll get that push notification with the East Tennessee Weather app. Access to the only 24-hour weather channel here in East Tennessee, plus day parts, 7-day forecast, and you can watch Wake Up with Witcher that starts at 7 o'clock in the morning, Monday through Friday, right there from your cell phone. So if you have CarPlay and you got to hit the road, just put it in your car. Listen to the forecast and listen to this little bit of coffee talk as we check in on holidays, we check in on TDOT cameras, and we just chat about life and events that are ongoing around East Tennessee. So check it out. That starts at 7 o'clock Monday through Friday. See you then.